If you're an older man, perhaps in your 50s, 60s, 70s, or beyond, and you masturbate, I need to ask you something directly and without judgment. Have you ever found yourself alone with your thoughts, wondering if this very private act is truly healthy at this stage of your life? Perhaps you've worried, in that quiet space where we confront our anxieties, that you might be causing some kind of invisible harm, depleting a vital energy, or somehow damaging your body in ways you can't see. If so, I want you to know that you are far from alone. This is one of the most common, yet deeply unspoken, concerns for men in their mature years. It's a topic surrounded by a dense fog of confusion, outdated myths passed down through generations, and a distinct lack of clear, reliable, and modern scientific information. And after looking at the available data, it's easy to see why there's so much uncertainty. Studies consistently show that while a vast majority of men over 60 continue to practice self-pleasure, many are doing so in the dark, unsure of the real effects on their hormones, their long-term prostate health, or even their performance and connection with a partner. That's why today, we're going to turn on the lights. We're going to have an honest, science-based conversation, free from taboo and shame. I'm going to walk you through 10 surprising and well-documented benefits of masturbation in maturity. And then, crucially, we will pivot to an equally important discussion of 10 potential risks you need to be aware of. Because the goal isn't just to do it, but to do it consciously, to ensure your practice is a truly healthy one that adds to your vitality. Let's start with the good news. First, it maintains penile health. Think of an erection as a form of essential physical therapy for your penis. The act of achieving and maintaining an erection powerfully increases blood flow into the spongy, elastic tissues known as the corpora cavernosa. This influx of oxygen-rich blood is vital. It nourishes the tissues, keeps the smooth muscle flexible, and prevents the gradual tissue atrophy and fibrosis that can occur with age and disuse. This regular exercise is fundamental to maintaining tissue elasticity, which is absolutely crucial for achieving and sustaining firm, reliable erections as you age. It is, in the most literal sense, a use-it-or-lose-it scenario for your anatomy. Second, it promotes prostate health. This is a big one, and it's backed by serious science. Multiple large-scale long-term studies, including a landmark one from Harvard University's School of Public Health, that followed tens of thousands of men for decades, have linked a higher frequency of ejaculation with a significantly lower risk of developing prostate cancer. The leading theory is a simple but powerful flushing mechanism. The prostate gland produces seminal fluid, and with each ejaculation, you are helping to flush out the prostate ducts, clearing away old cells, potential carcinogens, and built-up secretions that could otherwise stagnate and contribute to inflammation or cellular abnormalities. Third, it strengthens the pelvic floor. During orgasm, your body experiences a series of rhythmic, involuntary contractions. These contractions are a powerful workout for your key pelvic floor muscles, like the pubocochagus or PC muscle. Think of these muscles as a supportive hammock at the base of your core. A strong pelvic floor is vital for men's health. It provides the structural support for powerful erectile function. It's instrumental in developing better ejaculatory control, and it is absolutely essential for preventing urinary incontinence, that frustrating post-void dribble or leakage that becomes a common issue for aging men. Regular orgasms help keep this muscular sling toned and functional. Fourth, it reduces the stress hormone, cortisol. In our high-stress, always-on world, this is an incredible built-in benefit. Chronic stress leads to chronically elevated levels of cortisol, a hormone that, in excess, can wreak havoc on your body, contributing to high blood pressure, poor sleep, and increased belly fat. Research has clearly shown that the profound relaxation following an orgasm leads to a significant and immediate drop in cortisol levels. This makes it a natural, potent tool for regulating your blood pressure, reducing anxiety, and supporting your overall cardiovascular and mental well-being. Fifth, It releases a cocktail of feel-good neurochemicals. Orgasm does more than just reduce stress hormones. It floods your brain with a symphony of positive neurochemicals. It triggers a surge of dopamine, the motivation and pleasure molecule that makes you feel rewarded and satisfied. It also releases oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone or cuddle hormone, which fosters a sense of well-being, calm, and emotional connection, even when you're alone. This natural mood booster provides a reliable lift, a sense of contentment that is invaluable for maintaining robust mental health, especially when navigating the challenges of aging. Sixth, it aids in the self-detection of physical issues. This is a profoundly practical, life-saving benefit. The practice of self-pleasure makes you intimately familiar with your own anatomy. You know what feels normal. This regular, hands-on self-examination is one of the single most effective ways men discover the early signs of serious conditions. You are far more likely to notice a small painless lump on a testicle, a key sign of testicular cancer, a hardened plaque in the shaft of the penis, a sign of Peyronie's disease, or any other changes in shape, texture, or sensitivity that might otherwise go completely unnoticed until they become a much larger problem. Seventh, it improves sleep quality. If you struggle with getting to sleep or staying asleep, this can be a game changer. After orgasm, the release of hormones like oxytocin and prolactin, combined with that significant reduction in cortisol, creates a powerful natural sedative effect. This isn't just about feeling tired, it's a deep physiological shift that helps the body and mind relax profoundly, making it much easier to fall into the deep, restorative stages of sleep that are so critical for memory consolidation, physical repair, and overall health, and which often become more elusive with age. Eighth, it enhances overall pelvic blood circulation. Beyond just the penis, the entire process of arousal and masturbation boosts blood flow throughout the whole pelvic region. Think of it as bringing fresh, oxygenated blood to the entire neighborhood of organs. This is incredibly beneficial for the long-term health of the bladder, the prostate, and all the surrounding musculature and nerve tissues. Good circulation prevents issues related to stagnation and ensures that this vital area of your body remains well-nourished and healthy. Ninth, it can serve as a training method for ejaculatory control. For men who find they ejaculate more quickly than they'd like, masturbation provides a safe, private, and zero-pressure laboratory to practice control techniques. Methods like the stop-start technique, where you approach the point of no return and then pause, allow you to become acutely aware of your body's signals. This practice helps you build greater neurological and muscular control, which can then translate directly to improved stamina and confidence during partnered sex. And 10th, it keeps your sexual desire and neural pathways active. Never forget that your brain is your largest and most important sex organ. By regularly engaging in sexual fantasy and physical stimulation, you are keeping the neural circuits associated with desire, arousal, and pleasure firing and strong. It's the neurological equivalent of exercising a muscle. This regular activation helps maintain a healthy libido and sexual responsiveness, ensuring that your identity as a sexual being remains vibrant and active, even if you don't currently have a regular partner. But to have a complete and truly honest picture, we can't just focus on the positives. A healthy practice is a conscious practice. So now, let's talk about the 10 potential risks or negative effects that you need to watch out for. The 10 potential risks to manage. First is the risk of social isolation. This becomes a problem when self-pleasure stops being a healthy part of a sexual life and instead becomes a substitute for real human connection. Because it's easy, predictable, and requires no emotional vulnerability, it can become a comfortable retreat, allowing you to withdraw from the sometimes challenging world of dating and relationships. The solution here is awareness. Consciously ensure this practice is complementing your life, not allowing you to withdraw from it. Second is the risk of skin microlesions. This is a direct physical consequence of poor technique. It typically happens when masturbation is performed too aggressively with a death grip, or, very commonly, without adequate lubrication. This friction can cause tiny tears in the delicate penile skin, leading to irritation, inflammation, and discomfort. In some cases, these tears can even become a gateway for infection. The fix is simple: always be gentle, and always use a quality, water-based, body-safe lubricant. Third is desensitization. This is a subtle but critical neurological risk. If you stimulate yourself in the exact same way, with the same hand, the same pressure, and the same rhythm every single time, your brain and nervous system can become conditioned to only that specific touch. This can make it incredibly difficult to achieve arousal or orgasm with a partner whose touch will naturally be different. The key is to vary your technique. Use your other hand, change your rhythm and focus. Explore different types of touch to keep your body responsive. Fourth, it can mask the underlying causes of erectile dysfunction. This is a crucial warning. If you can only achieve a solid erection during masturbation, but not with a partner, it might be tempting to blame it on performance anxiety and ignore it. However, this specific pattern can be a major red flag for serious underlying health problems like heart disease, diabetes, or hormonal imbalances, which affect blood flow globally, but may only become apparent under the demands of partnered sex. The fifth risk is nerve compression from poor posture. Many men masturbate while sitting hunched over in a hard chair or on the edge of the bed. This posture can compress the pudendal nerve, a critical nerve that runs through the pelvis and provides sensation to the genitals. Over time, this repeated compression can lead to genital numbness, pelvic pain, or other uncomfortable neurological symptoms. The ideal is to practice in a relaxed, comfortable position, like lying down with proper support for your back and neck. Sixth, it can become an unhealthy emotional escape mechanism. There is a fine line between using orgasm for a healthy stress relief and using it as your only tool to cope with stress, boredom, anxiety, or frustration. When it becomes a reflexive, compulsive behavior to numb negative feelings, it can create a behavioral dependency and prevent you from developing a broader, more resilient emotional toolkit. It's crucial to have a diverse set of tools for managing your emotions, including exercise, meditation, hobbies, and talking with others. Seventh is the feeling of guilt and shame. Many men in their mature years were raised with powerful cultural or religious taboos about self-pleasure. These deep-seated beliefs don't just disappear with age. If these feelings persist and cause you genuine distress, it can negate any potential health benefits and create a cycle of anxiety. It can be incredibly beneficial to speak with a sex-positive therapist or counselor to help you reframe this natural practice in a healthier, more accepting light. Eighth is pelvic congestion. While infrequent ejaculation is a risk, the opposite extreme can also pose a problem. Excessively frequent ejaculation, we're talking multiple times a day, sustained over a long period, can sometimes lead to a feeling of heaviness, chronic aching in the testicles, and a general sense of discomfort in the pelvic area as the system becomes overworked. The solution is simple: moderation. Listen to your body's signals. It will tell you what frequency is right for you. Ninth is a potential impact on semen quality. This is a highly specific concern and, for most older men, is not an issue. However, it's important to know if you and a partner are actively trying to conceive. While it doesn't harm your long-term fertility, ejaculating daily or more can temporarily reduce sperm concentration, making conception less likely on any given attempt. And 10th, a disconnection from reality, often linked to pornography. If masturbation becomes heavily reliant on extreme or unrealistic pornography, it can skew your expectations and make it difficult to connect with a real-life partner. The hyper-stimulated world of porn can make normal, authentic human intimacy seem bland by comparison, creating a gap between fantasy and reality that is hard to bridge. So, as you can see, the question of masturbation after 60 isn't simply good or bad, it is a tool. Unlike any tool, whether it's a hammer or a scalpel, how you use it determines its effect. The secret ingredient, the one thing that separates a healthy practice from a risky one is always consciousness. Practiced with awareness, with respect for your body, with variety, and with moderation, it can be a powerful and marvelous ally for your health, your vitality, and your well-being for all the years to come. I hope this frank conversation was helpful. I genuinely like to know what you think. What was the most surprising point for you today? Leave a comment below. Let's continue this important discussion together. If you found value in this video, please give it a like and subscribe for more straightforward, well-researched advice on mature health. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next conversation. Stay healthy, stay conscious, and I'll see you in the next video.